The Huntingburg Herbst Fest ended its 2013 run this weekend. More on that with parade results. Plus, Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner looks back on Herbst Fest and talks upcoming Huntingburg events on Monday with the mayor. And Jamie Wilder talks Boy Scouts and popcorn in tonight's edition of Inform. All of that and much more is up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news, a one-vehicle accident in Daviess County yesterday resulted in the death of a Lagodi man. Daviess County Sheriff's deputies say they received several 911 calls just after 9 a.m. yesterday morning, referencing a single-car accident along County Road 1200 East, also known as St. Mary's Road, near West Boggs Lake. Callers told deputies that there were 2 people injured and one of them was trapped inside of the vehicle. Deputies say the vehicle had gone left to pass another vehicle when it lost control after hydroplaning on the wet roadway. The vehicle then left the roadway and hit a tree head-on. 18-year-old Brandon Wagler of Lagodi was pronounced dead at the scene after having suffered major chest injuries, according to Daviess County Coroner Laura Petty. A passenger in the car, 12-year-old Jacob Wagler, suffered cuts and bruises in the accident. He was treated and released at Daviess Community Hospital. The investigation into this crash is still ongoing. A complaint of disorderly conduct at the Herbst Fest on Saturday evening landed a Huntingburg man behind bars. At about 10:40 p.m. on Saturday, Huntingburg police received a report from Herbst Fest event staff that an intoxicated man was causing problems inside of the beer garden at the Herbst Fest. The man, identified as 26-year-old Thomas Birch of Huntingburg, was kicked out of the beer garden by event staff and was asked to leave the property by staff members. Thomas was still on park property when police caught up with him, and Huntingburg officers asked him to leave the property immediately. Thomas then became belligerent and began yelling profanities at the officers with young children present. Police then asked Thomas to calm down and leave the property or he would be arrested for disorderly conduct. Thomas did not calm down or leave the area, and police then told Thomas he was under arrest for disorderly conduct. Thomas took off running, but was apprehended after a brief foot pursuit. He was taken to Memorial Hospital for medical clearance, where his BAC was found to be 0.35%. Thomas was cleared and then was lodged in the DuBois County Security Center. He faces Class B misdemeanors for public intoxication and disorderly conduct, and a Class A misdemeanor for resisting law enforcement. DuBois County Sheriff's deputies and Memorial Hospital staff assisted. The Ambulance Service Department of Jasper's Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center was recently recognized with 2 awards at the 2013 Indiana Emergency Response Conference. First, Memorial Hospital's Ambulance Department received the award for EMS Advanced Life Support Provider of the Year for non-fire department based. This award is given to the facility that possesses unique qualities that serve to elevate the standard of professionalism and the quality of patient care throughout the EMS industry. This award was presented due to the quick action to bridge its intermediate technicians to the next level, paramedic when EMS announced the intermediate level of care was being discontinued. The service also provides mutual aid to other services in times of ambulance shortages. The second award, the Paramedic of the Year, was awarded to employee Marty Jones. The award represents the best the industry has to offer, not only in proficiency, but in professionalism. Jones has been with Memorial Hospital for 15 years. Memorial Hospital's ambulance services provides advanced life support pre-hospital care county-wide as a paramedic level provider. The staff includes 8 primary instructors, 17 basic life support instructors, 6 advanced cardiac life support instructors, and 3 pediatric advanced life support instructors. Officials with the DuBois Water Utilities say that due to a water main leak, the utility will be turning off water along State Road 164, and they are placing the area under a boil advisory. This boil advisory includes everyone east to the Port of Jasper to Greener Road, including residents in Hooterville and other side roads. The DuBois Utility says the Jasper-DuBois Road is not included in this boil advisory. Officials say the water will be off for several hours, and the boil advisory is in effect until further notice. In fact, the utility says the advisory most likely will be until at least Thursday or even longer this week. Folks are reminded to bring drinking water to a rolling boil for 5 minutes before consuming. Anyone with questions should call DuBois Water Utilities at 678-5161. And finally this evening, yesterday marked the conclusion of this year's edition of the Huntingburg Herbstfest. Yesterday's events to wrap up the 4-day festival included the parade, which began at 1 p.m., and hog wrestling. This year's parade results are also in, and the winners are the Grand Marshal's Choice, the DuBois County Bombers, the Mayor's Choice, Huntingburg Church of Christ Lighthouse Float, the Herbstfest Queen's Choice, Family Roots Nursery Float, the Best Float, the Duckville Duck, the Best Walking Unit, Shared Abundance, the Best Fire Apparatus, the St. Anthony Fire Department Pickup, and the Best Car Unit, Home Instead. This year's Herbstfest Parade Grand Marshal was Alan Noss. On Saturday, the WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions wrapped up its season at the Herbstfest. Team Hole Shots, composed of Ben Mesmer and Gary Matthews of Ferdinand, won the single elimination wildcard tournament by defeating the Hoagie Brothers, composed of Mike and Rick Hoaxsong, in the finals. The Grand Championship Tournament followed the wildcard tournament, and Team Bounty Hunters, comprised of TJ Miller and Randy Johnson, were crowned as this year's Grand Champion. They defeated the wildcard champion Hole Shots in a close match by a score of 21-20. 101 Country WBDC would like to thank everyone who took part in this year's tournament for making it a successful all-around season. Coming up after the break, Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spinner joins me for Monday with the Mayor, plus a dreary day across southwestern Indiana today. Will that continue? More ahead in your local forecast, sports with Kurt Goodsell, and Inform featuring Buffalo Trace Development Director Jamie Wilder. That's all up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.